nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. After having heard the melodious renderings by Mr. XYZ, I don't know your name.
Srijit.
Sri Ram.
I'm Sri Ram. He is Srijit.
He is Sri?
Jit.
Sri Jit.
And he is Shankara.
Sri Jit means very rich. I know Kamal Jit, Sri Jit is first. So now you listen to my melodious voice. Melody is not in the voice. Melody is in your mind. If we can learn the art of minding the mind, we have learnt everything in life. See? For example, the art of talking to somebody. Now, in this art of talking to somebody, what is important is we must know what we should not talk. See? How simple it is. It is on this basis that this happy mantra mala that I played in the beginning. There are about half a dozen or more mantras in that. And if those mantras we can reflect upon, it will give us a tremendous orientation in our life for something higher. Normally, when, he rendered such beautiful krutis, they call krutis, isn't it? So, they are whether the meaning of the word oriented or they are the rhythm oriented. See? One thing I was very happy, after he completed, nobody clapped. That is very important. When it is a performance on the stage, then the person who is performing, he is expecting clapping. See? But here nobody clapped. I was so happy. When Mirabai used to sing before Lord, she was not expecting people to clap and appreciate, because words and the meaning of the words, it makes all the difference. See? When the words carry the meaning, it has an impact on the listener. When the words do not carry the meaning, it is a noise. See? For example, make this point. I take a paper and on that paper I will write down stone, S-T-O-N-E, stone. And then make a laddu out of that paper. And then throw at Sid. Will it hurt him? It's just a paper. But he is extraordinarily intelligent. So he will see that, oh, Swamiji wants a stone. He will put a stone in that and make a laddu and throw at me. Now what is the difference? When the word stone did not carry the meaning, it had no impact. But when the word carried the meaning of when the paper carried the meaning of the word, it has an impact. You all must have seen this. There are some people who render very good, but it doesn't really make you. Like I was telling her, I was listening to one Tamil girl. I am very really appreciate her singing. She is a Tamilian, yet she sings in different languages and so beautiful. And it is not a performance that she gives, but it comes spontaneously, naturally. See? And then those words make an impact on the mind of the listener. And this happens in childhood. She was telling other example. You must have seen or heard the Surya Gayatri. When she was small, the same bhajan what he chanted, Tulsidaji's bhajan, see? Sri Ramachandra Gopalu Bhajamana. How innocently and beautiful she chanted. But as one starts growing, the music becomes primary and the meaning of the words becomes secondary. See? Therefore, same thing happens with the scriptures. We keep on doing so many things, reading, chanting Bhagavad Gita. See? Sukheshu dukkeshu anudvigna manaha sukheshu vigataspruha vitaraga bhaya krodha titadir muni uchyate. What is the meaning? Therefore, this is one of the first and most important principle in our life. We must know the meaning behind the words. And when we chant various mantras from our scriptures, we really do not know the meaning. See? Like the other day I referred to Mrutyunjaya mantra. Now I'll tell another mantra. It is, you all know, Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurvhu Swaha Tasya Vidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. What is the meaning? Don't ask question. Why? I don't know. See, friends. And therefore, when these mantras do not carry the meaning, it is like a paper and it will make a ball out of it, won't hit. Now, second important thing. Don't misunderstand. I am not condemning any Vedic or Upanishadic mantras. What I am telling is, after we initially chant the mantras without understanding the meaning, we fall in love with that mantra. Whenever you interact with anything for a longer period of time, with all sincerity, you start falling in love with that. Let it be even a dog. See? How can people love dog? Because constantly hugging and they cannot hug human beings. See? All the time. Doggy, 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 doggy. See? And then they cannot live without the dog. They can live without God. Without dog they cannot live. See? It's only how much you closely interact with anything. In the same manner, initially, when we are chanting the various mantras, we don't understand, but constant chanting, slowly you become very much oriented towards that. And one day a thought comes in your mind. What is this mantra means? Bhagavan Shankaracharya said, what is a pure mind? Normally pure mind means what? The one who doesn't hate anybody, the one who doesn't become angry, the one who loves everybody. It's a KG1, KG2 definition of pure mind. The real pure mind is that where the inquiry about the truth is kindled. It's a real pure mind. And it is for this purpose the earlier mantra sadhana is done. So when you chant, now second thing, most important. We do not know, at least I do not know, how the medicines act. We are given Tylenol. Now, what it does inside we do not know. But it does have effect, is it not? So this is called as the Dravya Shakti. Even if we do not know, impact will be there. In the same manner, when we are chanting the mantras, when we are having the classical music, it will have impact on the mind. But then it remains incomplete. Contrary to that, if the meaning of the mantra is also known, it will change us from within. See? And therefore, our simple mantras, see? Nothing to do, nowhere to go. You are at peace. Wherever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. See? Normally what happens? We feel if some mantra is told in Sanskrit, then it is a holy mantra. If the same thing is said in English, oh, it's useless. No. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshati dukrum karne. Dukrum karne is Sanskrit grammar. It is a dhatu part, wherein dukrum, this dhatu indicates the meaning of to do. Like, in India they teach in their local languages. To go mane jana, to sit mane baithna. In Sanskrit it is said, dukrum karane. So it is a language. Now Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshati dukrum karane. When the last moment comes, it doesn't matter in what language you talk. What is important is what you talk. See? There used to be one Swamiji, very elderly, great Mahatma. And he was very fond of me. I don't know why. And he was extremely against English. He used to call English a blench bhasha. It's an outcast language. And he will be talking only in Sanskrit or Hindi. And slowly he became old. And then he used to tell anybody, if I am there, if you want to listen in Hindi, he will tell. If you want to listen to Gita, listen to him. He will explain you in English. I was so surprised. This person who is so against English, he started talking like that. And one day he told me, I have my commentary on Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit. Will you please translate it in English? No, the same person. Because you may talk, but are others understanding? See, like many of them, they talk in Tamil all the time. So I sit there like a dumb. I don't understand. In the same manner, the language is meant for communication. It doesn't matter what language you talk. This happened in Washington, D.C. in a temple. There was a very big satsang. And after satsang, then dinner. See, here in USA, satsang is followed by free dinner. It is actually a dinner satsang. I hope it is here.
Yes, it is.
No?
Yes.
Is it there? I am happy. So, we were all standing and getting ready to eat. One gentleman from Bengaluru, he came. And he started talking to me in Sanskrit. So I was explaining, I was replying in English. He was talking in Sanskrit, I was replying in English. He said, why don't you talk in Sanskrit? I said, I don't know. See, these children are my guru. You ask any these NRI children, I don't know. So that principle I followed. I said, no, I don't know Sanskrit. No, but you are answering all my questions. Then I told him, my dear friend, here there are so many people. Now you talk to me in Sanskrit. I talk to you in Sanskrit. What do you want to prove? You want to prove to others that you know Sanskrit and therefore you are superior? Language is only a means of communication. It doesn't matter what plate you have got. What matters is what is the food that you are eating. See? If you have got a silver spoon, but for eating donut, daridri. Or if you have got a plastic spoon and you have got rasgulla, wow. We are not eating the spoon in the same manner, more than in what language we talk. What is important is what matter we talk. That is what matters. The same thing with the mantras. Therefore, when we are chanting different mantras, initially it helps us developing love and proximity for that. And in this younger age, when they keep on chanting Gita, etc., this time it will not be useful to them, but slowly when they grow, then they can just click and that mantra comes out. And then we understand, really it is so important to know. Therefore, to bring this in a simple way, we have these mantras. Now we'll take one or two of them. I have taken few of them earlier. Now, one of the most popular and lovely mantra I like is the Dekho Suno Mat Bolo. Dekho, see, Suno, hear, Mat Bolo, don't comment. This mantra I got from Ananda Mahima. You know Ananda Mahima, one of the greatest saint of India. See? He was so cute, so sweet. Hardly she used to talk. She never used to give lectures. Useless people like me give lectures. She was hardly talking. And this was her mantra. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Now just try this mantra. We'll come to know that we have, being Indians, we have comment on everything in this world. Everything. We can't keep quiet. We have comments. See? Comments, suggestions, evaluations, see? Inquiry. There is no need. And these are our default settings. See? Be very attentive. You are all health conscious, I have seen. Keep on walking, keep on running to reach nowhere. See? Because they are health conscious. Very good. Be very attentive. As much we take care of our physical health, is it not necessary that we should take care of our mental health? Now, what we have done till date to take care of our mental health? See? Nothing. We have to take care of mental health. And mental health is taken care of by this mantra sadhana. I am taking you very deep. Be attentive. We'll go slowly, step by step. See? Nobody has taught us right from childhood how to think. Now, look within yourself. Are we taught by our parents how to think? Are we taught in the school and colleges how to think? Are we taught, you go to any Babaji, please bless me with half a dozen children? See, friends, how to think we are never taught. And the important thing is, we all know everything we have to learn. See, making chapati. If you are a South Indian, and if you have to make a chapati, the first chapati comes New Zealand. Mummy, why this chapati is becoming like that? See? and little bit improvement. Then with great difficulty it becomes Australia. Sometime India. So such a simple thing like rolling chapati, we have to learn. In the same manner, how to think, don't we have to learn? See, but we have never been trained nor told the art of thinking, how to think. And for that, we must know the intricacies. See, many times it happens, you go drive somewhere and the car stops for whatever reason, and then you are frustrated, I don't know what happened to the car and all that. We start complaining because we do not know what is below the bonnet. We know only how to start the car and stop it, that's it. In the same manner, we do not know what is below the bonnet. We only complain, I don't know, Swamiji, my mind is very disturbed. So what should I do? Continue. No, please tell, what can I do for your mind? It is something like, you are asking me, Swamiji, please improve my husband. That which cannot be improved is husband. That which is a gone case is a wife. Now continue. See, friends. Therefore, work on your mind. See, like you are all working people, you work to earn your bread and butter. When you do exercise, you don't do exercise to earn money. Exercise is done to maintain the health of the body. In the same manner, we are functioning by the mind to deal with in this world. But then we are not working on the mind. So when you work, you are working by the body, and when you do exercise, you are working on the body. In the same manner, mind also the same thing. We are working by the mind and we have to work on the mind. And what is working by the mind? Default settings. Default settings about everything we have got a comment. Everything. If there is nothing, why God created this world? We are fed up of our own mind because we have never worked on the mind. Our mind is like a vagabond. See, friends, now second important thing about the mind. Thoughts do not create problems. See, thoughts are no problem. Then the momentum gathered by the thoughts, that creates the problem. Now we are working on the mind. See? And when this happens, your vision undergoes change. Like, along with Newton, if I were there, that apple has fallen, he started thinking, what I would have done, pick the apple. See, default settings, no thinking. In the same manner, we only complain about the mind, too much disturb, particularly those who are the victims of meditation. See, Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, too many thoughts come, what should I do? Don't do meditation. No, but my Guru told me, then do meditation. But then the thoughts come, then don't do meditation. What can be done? Complaining is the only thing we know about our mind. The first step to work on the mind, stop complaining about the mind. First thing. Then second thing. What is the genesis of thoughts? How the thoughts come? See? We only say, I am too disturbed. But find out how the thoughts come and to whom the thoughts come. Now we'll do a small experiment. Whatever you are, Be comfortable. Don't have to do meditation. I am anti-meditation. See, relax. All these people meditation, they do meditation for half an hour, rest of the day frustration. See? So, it's very simple. Whichever way you are sitting, you are perfectly all right. Don't have to change anything. Now play. Don't do. Play. When we play, we are not serious. As we play with the kids, we are not serious. So we play. What? You become husband or wife in your mind, and then keep quiet as husband or keep quiet as wife. Stop. One experiment over. Second experiment. You become children or you become parents and keep quiet. Stop. Now last experiment. Remain as nobody. Stop. Experiments over. Now let us analyze the experiment. When you became husband or wife, the thoughts were pertaining to the wife or husband respectively. When you became parent or children, the thoughts were pertaining to children or parents respectively. When you remained as nobody, no thoughts. See? At the beginning of every thought, there is a seed of Mr. Somebody. We are always carrying the burden of Mr. Somebody. And then, suppose I try to think as a husband, so what will I do? I'll think about the wife. Now what will I think about the wife? I must improve my wife. This is called as Ashakyanushthan, impossible undertaking. And whole life you spend in that. See? So what should be working on the mind? Spend some time when you are nobody. Spend some time. Work on it. Like when you start running, in one day you cannot run 30 miles. So you start slowly, develop stamina. First a half a mile and then add another half a mile. Slowly over a period you can develop the stamina. In the same manner, learn to remain as nobody for longer period of time. It is for this purpose our houses have gods there. So when you are sitting before the Lord, who will be you? You will be the devotee of the Lord. But there also we are not devotees. There we are beggars. There are two places where there are beggars. Outside the temple and inside the temple. Outside also they are begging, inside also. Bhagwan, please improve my wife. Therefore, you know all our Bhagwans you watch here. This is their mudra, isn't it? This mudra is not Abhaya mudra. And this is not the Dana mudra. This is enough. How much will you ask? And this is, if you don't stop, I'll give you one. See, friends. So when you are spending some time, I am not telling you to do meditation. Sit quiet there and play. At this moment, I am nobody, for next 2 minutes. Now see the mantra. देखो, सुनो, मत बोलो. Spend some time on this. Not a particular posture, particular place, no. Just 2 minutes. Slowly, we develop the stamina. And what is the stamina? Dekho, suno, we live a normal life like everybody. But then our old habit of commenting on everything in this world will be arrested. See? And then be very attentive. Then a momentum in thinking is not created. Thoughts are not problem. It is the momentum created by the flow of thoughts that is the problem. See, if you are standing near Ganges, then many of us, we get into the Ganges, take bath, holy bath, I feel so fresh. No problem. So waters, Ganges is no problem. But when the same Ganges are in floods and tremendous flow, the water remains the same. But we are carried away not by the water. We are carried away by the flow of the water. We have to understand, my friends, and we have to work on ourselves. And how do we start? Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Simple. But we have to comment on everything. And this is the reason we become extrovert. And in that, we waste a lot of energy. See? And when you start remaining naturally non-reactionary, in that mind, the divinity starts expressing in full glory. And full glory is wisdom with happiness. That happiness is not a flirting happiness, but it is covered with the wisdom. See the difference? When we get happiness by indulging in the world, it is pleasure, it is not bliss. See? And this, once you develop this faculty, then you will see, you will be at peace in all conditions. Mind will not be a problem. All of us have got only our own mind as the biggest problem. We never suffer because of others. We suffer because of ourselves. See, friends, suppose I become frustrated because of her, I'll go away, over. But if I am frustrated because of me, where will I go? Wherever I go, there I am. Work on the mind. Like we are working on our body, we have to work on the mind. See. Now, next step. When one thought breeds the next thought, slowly a momentum in thinking process is created. Like one thought, I take a cup of tea early in the morning. So I told Harish, get a kettle so I can heat water and take tea in the morning. The first day when I came, it was not there. So mind started thinking, oh, I should do this thing, I should do that. I want a cup of tea, where it can be available. Should I keep it in the flask and keep here? But it is not tasty. One after another thought. And in that thought I get carried away. So thoughts is not the problem. When thought is pertaining to something finite, it creates or breeds the next thought. Now take another thought. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. I want a cup of tea is a thought. Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram is also a thought. Both of them are erupting in the same mind. But I want a cup of tea is creating a series of thoughts and a momentum, and I get carried away by that. But when the thought is about Lord's name, see, Bhagwan is infinite, complete. And therefore, after this mantra, no thought comes. Instead of chanting the mantra mechanically, Om Bhurvu Satasthi Bhargo Desati Om Bhurvu Satasthi Om Bhur 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 Bhur. See, these are all the cartoons. See, friends, we have to work on the mind. Work on the mind. Be very attentive. When we are disturbed, first of all, recognize we are disturbed as somebody. As nobody, you cannot be disturbed. Therefore, wherever you are sitting, sit quiet and start playing. Okay, let me play as nobody. Initially, it will not happen, but don't give up. Slowly it will happen. And thereafter, then to arrest the flow of thoughts. Like you have got beautiful roads, straight roads, no traffic, no animals, no nothing. See? And then the lullaby effect. You are likely to sleep. So there are rumble strips on the road. In between, sleep goes away. Exactly the same way. All your thoughts are going on. I told him, he doesn't listen to me. I don't know. When Ram. It's so terrible. Like a poultry farm. Can you imagine to go to a poultry farm and stand inside this where the birds are there and sit quiet? One bird will come pick. Our inside is like that. Non-stop poultry farm. Now what is to be done? Like the speed breakers. Whenever you are disturbed, just chant whatever mantra you are chanting. Take a small sweet mantra. But don't chant it to complete it. Don't try to finish the mantra chanting. You should be finished. So, the moment you are disturbed, sit quiet for 2 seconds, 1 minute, and then chant slowly. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. When you practice in this way, you will develop a vision. And that vision is bumper. The vision is you will be getting a message from every experience of life. Your vision will change. Like what vision Newton had and what I had. He saw the same thing, both of us saw the same thing. But understanding was different. About this I'll tell you. Once I was standing, I am telling you how the vision changes. I was standing in Rishikesh in front of the Ganges. And there were few Kamandalus with me. Kamandalu, you mean devotees. A sannyasi always has Kamandalu. So, these are wisdom pills. So, I was enjoying that cool place, nice one. Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, whatever I see, why you should worry? No, I want to know. I said, you tell me what you are seeing. He said, I am seeing the Ganges. I said, something more? No. I said, the same thing I am seeing. No, please tell us. I said, okay, listen. I am not seeing Ganges. I am not seeing waters. Then I am seeing the flow of the water. Shall I look at this glass? I am seeing Ganges. I am seeing the flow of waters. And there also, I am seeing two things. There are two types of flows of water. One is unidirectional, starting from Gangotri going to Ganga Sagar. One directional flow. And then, in between that flowing waters, there are whirlpools. So when something is coming, flowing in that flow of water, maybe a piece of wood or an animal or anything, when it is coming, it is also going along the flow of the waters. But if it happens to come across that whirlpool, it will be pulled, because what is the movement of waters in that? It is a centripetal movement. Because it is centripetal movement, it will be pulled down. And when it goes down in the water, it starts suffering for few moments. Again it is thrown out and the journey continues. Again the second whirlpool comes. Again there, the same object is again pulled down, again suffers, and again comes out. This is what I am seeing. He said, Swamiji, how can you see such peculiar things? I said, it's a manufacturer's defect. There is a message in every experience of our life. Now in this, what is the message? We also are like the Ganges. Our journey starts from the womb, goes up to the tomb. Unidirectional. There is no reverse gear. And in between, there are those whirlpools. And what is that? Body identification. When we are identified with the body, then it is a centripetal force. We start living as the body, for the body, on everybody. And when we start living as a body, we become somebody. As mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-law, outlaw. How many of them? And then we are not one. We are a poultry farm inside. And we get tired. And then we go to sleep. Now what is sleep? We are again out of this whirlpool of life. And again we keep on flowing in unidirection. Where we started from the womb going to the tomb. You cannot stop it. When we can learn from this river of life, we will come to know whenever we were pulled down by that whirlpool of body identification, we have suffered or enjoyed. But in deep sleep, when we are no more identified with the body, we are absolutely happy for no reason. And whenever we are happy, we make noise, is it not? Therefore, those people who sleep and snore, they are one with the divine. Try to snore when you are awake. You cannot snore because you are miserable. See, friends, learn from every experience of your life. And that is possible with the simple mantra, Dekho, suno, mat bolo. But this is our habit. We have developed it. We have to comment on everything. See, how nice it is. But this is very dirty. Who asked you? Another mantra. Who asked you? You will see 99% times we talk when we are not asked anything. Because we have to talk. You see? It is something like, when you get a vomit feeling, you can't stop. It has to come. In the same manner, I should not say, but our neighbor's daughter-in-law is better than our daughter-in-law. Are Maharani, when you know, you should not say, why don't you keep your mouth shut? Because we have never worked on our mind. The real spiritual practice is working on the mind. And working on the mind doesn't mean simply keep quiet. No, be alive but alert. We have to go through all the experiences of life. But while going through these experiences, mind your mind. See. And it is for this purpose, all these mantras that we have. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Yes, enjoy, beautiful, nice, fine. And when we give some intense comments, what happens? We start creating liking or disliking in our mind. If you analyze all our comments, the comments can be classified into two categories. I like this, I don't like this. I like this, I don't like this. See? Like the dog, I don't like the dog. So it is one channel. See? And this manner, we slowly develop a personality where these likes and dislikes are overpowering our wisdom. See, friends. And because of that, when we grow old, it is too early to change for the next life. This has to be done right now, from this moment onward. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Don't observe mauna. Gira maunam hi balanam, it is said in the Aparokshanubhuti of Bhagwan Shankaracharya's Grantha. Gira maunam, not talking, is for babies, not for the wise people. Bhagavad Gita says, mauna is discipline of mind. Mana prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha. See? Therefore, keep yourself cool, relax, and in that this goes on. So when we thus start working on our mind, then a real seeker is born. See? When we are working on the body, a seeker is yet not even conceived. Then, when we are living our life to fulfill our desires, we are nowhere on the path of evolution. And when we are greedy in our life, we are doomed to be destroyed next life. These three things. Body identification leads to desires, desires lead to greed. Bhagavan says, Trividham narakasedam dvaram nashanam kama krodhas tatha lobha tasmad etat trayam tyajet. If we look within, our whole life has been only this. Kama, krodha, lobha. And the origin of that is body identification. Now, last and most important thought, be attentive. As we cannot stop reflection happening in the mirror, you cannot stop it. In the same manner, body identification cannot be stopped. Then, this is a catch-22, what to do? Now for this we'll take an example to understand. We stand before the mirror. What is our experience and understanding? And a dog or a bird stands in front of the mirror. What is his understanding and experience? So for the bird, the reflection in the mirror is real, someone other than me, and therefore the bird will start pecking and go behind the mirror. Where? Oh, it has gone somewhere. Let me check again. Oh, it has again come. And then what is to be done? I think I should do karma yoga. And the bird does karma yoga. The reflection is still there. It is not going. Okay, let me do the japa. Om Nishya, Om Nishya, Om Nishya, Om Nishya, Om Nishya. Open the eyes, still there. Oh God. Now let me do pranayam, asana. It will not help. Only one thing can help. Let the reflection be there. Don't take it seriously and real. In the same manner, let the body identification be there. Don't take it seriously and real. We are functioning as body or we are functioning through the body. Find out. When I function as the body, I become somebody. See? And this somebody is temporary. One lady, she is referred in three different ways. Her father refers her as daughter, her husband refers her as wife, and her son refers her as mother. Has that lady become three? And who are miserable? These three non-existing entities. So one non-existing entity, one reflection is trying to improve the other reflection. See? Very important these things to be clearly known. One girl came, I don't know if I told you, this was my very eye-opening experience. In Mumbai it happened. She came and she said, Swamiji, my mother told me, go and ask Swamiji. I said, what is there to ask me? I don't know anything. No, there is some function in our house, and my mother told you cannot remain for this function. It is only for Sumangali, only for the married ladies. You go away. Swamiji, you know I am divorced. I say, yes, I know you are divorced. Now the question is, after divorce, the girl becomes vidva or not? After divorce, the man becomes widower or not? What is the reply? Who died? When divorce happens, husband dies, wife dies, then nothing happened. See how simple it is. When we remove the mirror, what happened to the reflection? When our childhood body has disappeared, what happened to us? When our teenager body has disappeared, what happened to us? When our middle-aged body has disappeared, what happened to us? When this old body will disappear, who cares? Work on this. Otherwise, life becomes only mechanical. That yesterday I told, anything when you do mechanically, you lose the charm of life. Anything you do mechanically, no charm in life. Every moment should be freshly lived, and then you will see the joy what life can offer to us. And the whole thing begins from where? Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Give it a try. These are our default settings. We have to. And other extreme, I am observing Mauna. Don't do that. Talk when it is necessary. Not necessary, no talk, no need. This happened in Chicago many years before. There used to be one lady who used to bring food for me. She'll bring food, she and her husband and father-in-law, 3 of them used to come. And give me food, I used to eat. She never spoke to me and I was very happy. One day, she gave food and it was my mistake. I asked her, I said, Amma, your food is very good. She didn't talk. So I said, okay. Then her husband told me, Swamiji, her guru has told her to observe Mauna. So she doesn't talk. Sometimes she doesn't talk for a month, sometimes 2 months, sometimes 15 days. We do not know. So now we are accustomed to that. Next time she came and she started talking. Non-stop. Non-stop. Then she asked me, Swamiji, please tell me, Updesh, give me some instruction for spiritual life. What should I do? I said, first of all, tell me who is your guru, so and so. What Updesh he has given you? He told me, observe as much silence as possible. I said, please convey my regard to your guru and I will continue with the same advice. Observe Maun for whole life. Unwanted blabbering. How much energy we waste. For your calculation purposes, I just tell you, not accurate, but for understanding. 8 hours of physical work, energy consumption, is equal to 1 hour of intense speech, energy consumption. See? And 8 hours of talking, energy consumption, is equal to 15 minutes of intense thinking, energy consumption. How much we are wasting our energy. Keep cool, keep cool. And then you discover the depth of your own personality. See? Then all these Upanishadic mantras, they become so simple. Yamai vecha vrunate tena labhyaha tasesha atma vivrunate tanum swam. Then the truth is revealed. Atma vivrunate tanum swam. He himself, Paramatma himself, expresses through us. And when Paramatma starts expressing through us, is only cheer and happiness. And that is the ultimate fulfillment of life. We remain cheerful in happiness and spread the fragrance of our personality wherever we go. This is how that simple mantra, देखो, सुनो, मत बोलो. That doesn't mean you are all the why? No. When required, talk casually, but don't become too much pernicious in expressions and words. Then life becomes beautiful. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. I'll play this mantra once more. Listen carefully. The link, do you have the link? She has the link. You request her to send it to you. If she is kind enough, she will send you.